Hello and welcome to the Golden Gloves Chat Show with me, Marco Louise, and the new South African Junior Middleweight Champion, Shervantaigh Koopman. Shervantaigh, congratulations. What a wonderful event on Saturday night. You were absolutely brilliant when you beat Simon Dladla by 7th round TKO. So congratulations, it was amazing. We're going to chat to you a lot about it. Marco, let me start off with you before I chat to the new South African champion. You've been Shervantaigh's manager for quite a few months now. You manage quite a few fighters out of the Rub Gym. You're doing a sterling job, Marco Louise. Where did it all start for you with the management and the love for boxing?
Well, I've always had the love for boxing. I mean, I grew up watching boxing, watching fighters like yourself. You know, my dad loved boxing, so it was always a treat. We used to sit together and watch the boxing. That's how I grew the love for boxing. As far as getting involved with boxing, I really had no intentions initially. A lot of people do know the story. I met Rourke at a barber shop. He was cutting my hair and we became friends. And then he went through to the UK. When on his return, he said to me, "Would you manage me?" And I actually said to him, "Rourke, I know nothing about boxing management." And the first thing he said was, "Well, treat me as a business. You know, I've got nothing to lose."
Yeah.
He was 6-0 at the time, but he said, like, "My career's going nowhere. What can you do for me?" I said, "Rourke, I'll do my best. That's all I can promise you. I'll promise you my undivided attention." So we took a chance and went for it, and things went well with Rourke. I mean, I made him a champion. Well, not me, Vusi Matola made him a champion, but I kind of guided him in the right direction. And then I kind of, a lot of boxers started to see that I had a good relationship with Rourke. They liked the relationship I had, and then Shervantaigh was in a very similar situation to Rourke. He was 5-0. Also felt that his career wasn't progressing. So we chatted a few times about his career, and at that time we couldn't really work together. You know, there was other underlying issues. When he was released from his previous management, his dad gave me a call, he gave me a call. I think it was about 8-9 months ago, and like exactly the same thing. I made him one promise. I said, "I'll give you my undivided attention. I can't promise you titles or anything like that, but I'll give you all of me."
Well, you've got him the title. Yep. So Rourke Knapp is your first champion, and now of course Shervantaigh Koopman is your second champion. Yep. Fantastic stuff. You're doing a great job out of the Rub Gym, and quite a few talented fighters coming out of there. I saw Saturday night, a lot of wins for your stable. For Vusi Matola is the chief trainer at the Rub Gym.
Talent breeds talent. So you got a guy like Rourke, you got a guy like Shervantaigh. They attract other good fighters. So we've been very fortunate. I mean, we've got your fighter Ricardo Malajika. I got Terence Kumalo, Jono, who unfortunately it didn't go his way, but a super talent nonetheless. We've got a great stable. I mean, Vusi's a great trainer. I think he built his name, and he's got the respect of every young fighter, old fighter. The whole boxing community knows how good Vusi Matola is.
Fantastic.
So it made it easier.
Marco, brilliant stuff, and good luck for the future at the Rub Gym. Let me talk to the champion now, Shervantaigh Koopman, South African Junior Middleweight Champion. Brilliant stuff. You were absolutely amazing on Saturday night at Empress Palace on the Boulder Golden Gloves tournament there, brought to you by RDG and of course Palace Bet. What did it feel like going in there for your first big SA title fight as a professional?
I was a little bit nervous, but I mean, it's normal to get nervous, and also excited. I worked hard for this opportunity, and I just felt like it's my moment, and I was confident, but it felt absolutely amazing. Yeah, and I enjoyed like every minute of it, from the weighing.
Well, you were absolutely amazing. I want to ask you a little bit more. We spoke a bit the last time I interviewed you. Where did you grow up? What area did you grow up in?
So I grew up in Primrose. Yeah.
And what school did you go to?
In Primrose, I went to Vryburg. Vryburg, yes.
And your amateur background's at the Boysons Club?
Amateur background was at the Boysons Boxing Gym. Yes.
Let's go right to the beginning. The Shervantaigh. It's a fantastic name. It's an interesting name. Where does the name come from? Because people have been asking me.
Yes. So I think my mom and them, my uncle used to play soccer, and then they used to watch the teams like Juventus. So as they saw that the name there, and then I think they just added to it, and exactly. But they added it exactly, and then that's how I got my name.
It's a nice name. It's an interesting name. It's a very nice name.
Thank you.
And you are now Shervantaigh Koopman, the South African Junior Middleweight Champion. Shervantaigh, you turned professional quite late, 27 years old. The reason for that?
So I turned professional when I was 24 years old.
When you're 24, you turned
24 years old, yes.
I mean, you're 27 years old now.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm 27 years old now. But I think I just felt like I had to develop, and also my career was a bit on and off because I focused on other things as well. But when I stayed in the gym and I started winning fights, and I went on to the SA Championships and I won there as well, you know, and then I just started taking it more serious. And then that's when I decided, you know, when I saw I won and all that, it gave me more confidence.
Yes.
So, and I love the sport so much, you know, and then I just decided to turn professional.
Well, you're 8-0 now as a professional. You're doing a great job. When you were a youngster, who were you aspiring to? Who were you looking up to worldwide, internationally? Which fight? Who did you want to mold your style to, or did you just develop on your own?
I liked Floyd Mayweather.
Mayweather.
I liked Mayweather. I always watched his fights, and yeah, at that time he was the face of boxing. So,
Yeah.
so he
Defensively, Floyd Mayweather
Exactly.
must be the greatest.
yes,
No doubt, roll the shoulder and
exactly.
and pad, and you're doing a great job at that. So we spoke after your fight, after that amazing win of the Simon Dladla at Empress Palace in the ring on Saturday night, and you said you just want to stay undefeated. You want to keep the ball going. You're 8-0 now. Do you see yourself down the line, next 5 years? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Being a multiple world champion?
Yeah, I like to think so. I mean, that's what I'm working towards, that, you know. And it's almost, for me, I feel like sometimes life, it's like when you're driving in a car and the light only shines when it's dark. You can only see that far, you know. And that's where I am in my life right now. I see that far, but when I get there, I can see further. But the goal is to become a world champion, you know, and I know as long as I just keep working and believing that I'll.
So one fight at a time.
One fight at a time, exactly.
The goal is to become world champion.
The goal is to become a world champion.
Marco Louise, what do you say about your child, Shervantaigh Koopman?
I said it in the beginning when I took him onto my side. I said he's going to be a champion. This kid is super dedicated. He's humble. Vusi mentioned it in his interview at the end of the fight. He just listens. I mean, we came in with a bit of a game plan. I spoke to him before the fight. Vusi spoke to him before the fight. He stuck to exactly what we wanted. He's disciplined. He doesn't think he's bigger than the game or bigger than his trainers. And I mean, that's the right attitude. You know how it is. I don't know what your motto is: discipline, dedication.
Dedication, discipline, and determination, the 3 Ds. And I think
that's what
Shervantaigh Koopman does apply that.
So we're just going to, like you said, we're going to go step by step, fight by fight. I think he cements himself now in top junior middleweights in Africa. Himself, Rourke, Brandon, I think those 3 boys, they can't really be separated. They're all brilliant fighters.
Well, we do have top-class junior middleweights in the country now.
It's like we bred them all in that same way.
Brandon Tyson, Rourke, Knapp, and yourself now, 3 magnificent fighters,
Exactly.
the 3 musketeers. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
You South African junior middleweight champion, Shervantaigh Koopman, and your manager here, my friend on the right team, Marco Louise. And of course, you guys are training at the Rub Gym in Ederville, the new gym in Ederville, and the chief trainer there is Vusi Matalo.
Yes.
We look forward to chatting to you guys shortly again.
Thank you.
For joining us
Thanks very
in the
much.
studio.
Okay.
Me, Brian Mitchell. Thank you for joining us.